Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how to view any competitor or essentially any advertiser's ads on Google Ads and Meta Ads. So I've noticed that a lot of my clients, they have questions about what kind of ad formats they've been running, how their ad text should look, what kind of offers they should be putting forth. And, you can actually view which ads a company are running on Meta Ads and Google Ads. Big companies, small companies. If you're a small to medium business and there's a company that's much larger than you and you're wondering how they saw so much success running ads, for example, you see their ads all the time, maybe on social media, and you want to know what their ad formats look like and study them. You can do it. If you're a bigger company, say you're a large company in New York or a real estate company that's up and coming, and you want to understand what the big dogs are doing with their ads, you can do that as well. So I don't want to explain too much more. I think you get the gist of things. I'm just going to get straight into this. I'm going to cover off Google Ads and Meta Ads. If you have any questions about, for example, viewing ads on TikTok, which you can also do, please feel free to reach out to me. If you don't know me, my name is Patrick McKenna. I'm the founder of Canvas Marketing Solutions. We're a boutique marketing agency dealing with large businesses managing multi-platform advertising and marketing campaigns, both for e-commerce and lead generation. So feel free to reach out to me at patrick.mckenna@canvasmarketingsolutions.com with any questions. If there's anything I can help you with, I'm happy to do so. Just keep in mind that inbox gets quite a high volume of emails, so it may take me some time before I get back to your email. Okay, let's get started. So if you want to view ads on Google, what you're going to want to do is go to the Ad Transparency Center. The Ad Transparency Center is at adtransparency.google.com. Okay, once you go to this URL, the page will automatically load, probably with a region selected already, possibly. And it will look something like this: Google Ads Transparency Center. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can find active ads published through Google, any active ad published through Google, right? So, for example, we'll just go through that example of a real estate company in New York, right? So say you're a real estate company in New York, or you're starting a real estate company in New York, a very extremely highly competitive, challenging space, and you want to understand what the related companies, which is one of the biggest real estate companies in New York, it's like a $60 billion company. You want to understand, what kind of ads they're running on Google. How are they generating leads for the services that they're offering? And what kind of services are they offering, right? So like, are they advertising specific properties? Buy this 6 bedroom house, or, I suppose you can get a 6 bedroom house in New York, but you get the idea. What exactly are they doing? So we're going to want to select, first of all, the United States here in this drop-down menu. Okay. Now you also have a time selector here. So you can say, what ads people have been running over the past 30 days, all time, 7 days, yesterday, today. You can check with all of that information. I would suggest that you go to any time so you can analyze all of the ads that they've run. And there's some more data there we can look at afterwards. That's helpful. I'll show you how that works. So I'm just going to click OK. We've selected the United States in this drop-down menu. You can also select this platforms option, and you can check what ads they're running on Google Maps, what ads they're running on Google Play, Google Shopping, Google Search, and YouTube. So for now, obviously, we'll leave it at all platforms. And I've typed in the related companies LP here. Obviously, if you just type in, for example, real estate, you can get different real estate companies here. Sorry. You can get different real estate companies here, or for example, if you wanted to just type in, essentially any company, Walmart, whoever you want, you can type it in here. But for now, we'll go to the related companies as it's a good example. So I'm just going to click this here. And it's as simple as that, guys. You'll be able to see all your advertisers' ads and what they're doing. So for example, we can see that this company are running mostly search ads. Actually, it looks like all search ads. So they're focusing their entire budget on Google search. They're not running any performance max campaigns. They're not running anything like that, which is really, really insightful. If you're a real estate company, you probably want to focus all of your budget on search, considering this, especially in New York. Usually when you focus your budget on search, the cost per lead is much, much higher than, for example, if you're trying to advertise on the display network or on a platform like Meta Ads. The cost per lead is lower, but a lot of the times the intent is much lower. So it looks like they figured out that the only way they can get really relevant visitors is by focusing completely on search and focusing their entire budget on search. So there's a really good insight right away from this company for real estate companies in New York. We also can see they're advertising for leasing commercial space. That's a popular ad, which is really interesting. If you have commercial space you're trying to lease, this should work for you. Put some budget behind a Google search ad, make sure it's targeted with the correct keywords. That should work for you. We also have, for example, looks like an ad for their construction service. We have new office space for rent. That's interesting. So we have related urban landscape environments, luxury commercial space. So you can actually see all of this. So look, if we kind of like see what they've been doing over the past 30 days, we can click OK here. And we can see the ads that they've been running over the past 30 days. So again, it's commercial space, related construction. Actually, to be honest, it looks like they're running most of their ads still. It hasn't really been disrupted at all. Luxury office space for rent. Really interesting stuff here, guys. Operating portfolio management. That's another ad and service that they're offering. So you can even click into this, okay? And then you can see a little bit more information. So you can see when the ad was last shown. It was last shown yesterday. So in New York, it is about, it's 10:45 where I am now in on the south coast of Spain. It's 10:45 in New York, as I'm on the south coast of Spain. So 10:45, I'm assuming PM, possibly AM, or no, it should be AM actually, considering that this was shown March 10th, which was yesterday. So it's early in the morning. Yeah, that would be correct. So it's, you essentially know, okay, this is the ad that they're running. It's showing currently, it's a text ad, and they're advertising operating portfolio management. So you can do an analysis and look into doing that yourself if you're a firm, a real estate firm in New York. So really interesting stuff, guys. And again, you can do this with kind of any, any industry, any company that's running ads on Google. You can look into this. It's very, very helpful. It even says here, if you're not finding an advertiser you're looking for, maybe they don't advertise with Google. I'm fairly certain advertisers can opt out of this as well to not provide their data, but I rarely actually see that happening with competitors for my clients, even smaller businesses. You can actually see their ads. So it's very helpful. Okay, so that's Google. Lots of features here. Play around with this tool. It's very helpful. So now we'll move on to Meta Ads. So Meta Ads has something very similar with a totally different name. They call theirs the Ads Library. So where you're going to want to go is facebook.com/ads/library. Okay. Now, once you're in the ad library, you can then search ads kind of very similar in a very similar way that you did with the ads transparency option. So you can click here and you can select your country, for example, the United States. And then you can choose an ad category. So what this has to do is these are special categories. So, it's usually the reason why they do this is to prevent when you select these categories and you're running ads, they don't want you using certain targeting because they find that it's biased. For example, you can't target a specific demographic of people with political ads anymore on Meta. They try and restrict that as much as possible. Same with housing, employment, and financial products and services, right? But for now, we'll just leave this on all ads. That's absolutely fine. And then we can go ahead. You can actually do this by keyword, or you can search. So the options you have are by keyword or advertiser. So I'm going to try and search the related companies to see. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we can see that they have 18,000 followers on Instagram and they have 3.3 thousand followers on Facebook. So let's go ahead and click that. Okay, guys, so now we can see the ad that they are currently running. Okay, so launched in February. Currently active ads is the filter, so we can remove that to see more ads, but it actually looks like they're only running one ad currently, which is quite interesting. They've been running it since February 27th, so let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, so it looks like they are advertising studios to 5-bedroom residencies for sale in this condominium collection. That's what they're running ads for right now. So we can then obviously watch the ad. It's a really simple, basic ad. Really nice video, obviously. Okay, fair enough. Pretty high production here, guys. It makes sense. It's such a big company, right? It looks like they're also focused on story format only. So what that tells me is that they're probably focusing on, they only have selected the placement for stories. So they're focusing completely on stories and maybe reels. And they're probably using, either lead, it doesn't look like a lead generation ad. Let's have a look. If we go to learn more, we'll see where it takes us. So it takes us straight to this landing page. Um, yeah, this is where they're directing their ads, is this landing page. So again, how valuable is this, guys? You can actually view the landing page that your competitor is using and literally copy the landing page if you need to, if you're looking to generate leads. So this doesn't actually look like a landing page. What I assume they're doing is they're just pushing out as much like impressions as possible using maybe a reach or engagement campaign on Meta, because they just want as many people as possible to see this condominium, these condominiums within a specific targeting. So you can target pretty specifically in America. The ad targeting is quite specific. You can even target by things like household income. You can't do that in Europe. You can't do that in Australia, but you can in America. So they're probably using something like that and just targeting the higher end of New Yorkers for these properties, which is awesome. Okay, so that's cool. We can go about the advertiser. We can see the same information we saw before. So if we exit this here, what we can also do is if we can actually see all of the ads that they've ever run. Okay, so really interesting here. So we can scroll down and see all of the ads that they've run. We can see all of their sponsored posts essentially. Right. So this is extremely helpful, guys, for just understanding, their company strategy in general. You know what I mean? You can obviously click about here and you can look about the advertiser. You can see their page history, how many times they've merged with other people, when it was created, 2015. You can even see who manages the page. So it looks like they have 22 people from India managing the page, 16 people from the United States, 4 people from the Philippines. You can actually see the company's registered address here and their phone number. Really super helpful information, not just for people who are trying to market, but there's all kinds of purposes. You could even use this to kind of look up leads for yourself. If you're a company that offers services and you notice people are running ads and you're in an ad tech company, for example, this is absolute gold. You can see what people are doing with their ads and then, come to them with a pitch on how to improve it, for example. You'll even know when they started the ad, right? Without having access to their ads campaigns. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, again, you can do this in any country for any business. You just look up the business. For example, we could go Walmart. That should work, right? Yeah, 34 million followers, right? Obviously, this Walmart isn't many people's competitors, but look, they're a very big company, and you can see what they're doing with their ads, right? You can type in any company and see their ads here, guys. So essentially, that's it. It's as simple as that, guys. Not very complicated thing at all. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, if you get stuck with looking, with kind of accessing these platforms, or if you see an ad format, for example, that you don't understand or you don't know how a company set it up, any questions like that, don't hesitate to reach out to myself, guys. I'm happy to help, and then me and my team can help answer any questions, and yeah, we can help you with anything in relation to this. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, it's patrick.mckenna at canvasmarketingsolutions.com. In the description of this video, I will list these URLs to access the Ad Transparency Center and the ad library for Meta. I'll also put a link to our website so you guys can get in touch if you need to. And I will also be putting a blog link in the description that lists various different technologies that use these platforms' data. They import the data into their software, and then they analyze ads and they analyze different things in relation to the ads to help you kind of even take this a step further, right? So you can even do things with some of them, like set up notifications of when your competitor has published a new ad, just so you can keep up to date with what they're doing, right? So all of that will be in the description, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great day and hope to hear from you soon.